Hey everybody, welcome back to Wok Chop. Once again. Once again. So today we're going to be focusing on Táng醋排骨. Táng醋排骨means sweet and sour ribs. Actually, the recipe is kind of easy to make. The actual cooking method, the ingredients are very simple, but you just need to go through like a basic 3-stage process to make it. But the great thing about this dish is like after you've made it, you can refrigerate it, keep it cool. It's supposed to be a cool dish, and you can keep it in your fridge for like 2 days, 3 days, and bring it out for your family to enjoy after. So like in the last video, the bang bang ji si video, I said that you can store these sauces, and if you make this dish, you can use it for 3 days over 3 different dishes. Okay, so let's get into it and let's go look at the ingredients and how we put it all together. Okay, so Táng醋排骨, the ingredients here: ribs, that's about 1 kilo of ribs. Okay, you want some spring onion, ginger, Sichuan pepper, and a little bit more for the next step. Salt, white pepper, sugar, and also cooking wine, Chinese black vinegar, and this is the really important ingredients, which is Chinese dark soy sauce. And don't worry about like, oh, I can't find this ingredient. You can. If you go to any Asian supermarket anywhere in the world, you'll be able to find Chinese dark soy sauce, easy. Okay, the only other thing I'd like to add is that you want to make sure, if you can, that it's brown sugar. Like brown sugar is just way better for this dish. Okay, so once more, the ribs, okay, ginger, spring onion, a little bit of Sichuan pepper for the boiling process. After that, you've got ginger and spring onions for the stir frying process, plus for garnish. Salt, white pepper, brown sugar, cooking wine, black vinegar, and Chinese dark soy sauce. Very simple ingredients. Okay, so we've added our spring onion, the ginger, the Sichuan pepper, and brought the water to a boil. Okay, next we're just going to add the ribs, and we're going to give the ribs, you want to give the ribs, if you have, like I'm using almost 1 kilo here, if you're using 1 kilo of ribs, you want to give it about 15 minutes. Let it come back to the boil. When it comes back to the boil and the dirt and the scum starts coming out of the ribs, turn the heat down, strain them out, and give them about 15 minutes, and then after that you're going to strain them. So once the ribs start giving off the scum I was talking about, clean it out as much as you can. You don't have to clean it all, but clean it out as much as you can. It'll add to the all-over flavor of the dish. So just strain the gunk off the ribs. So why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Come to Patreon and find out. Why am I doing that? Okay, so once we've boiled the ribs for 15 minutes, okay, we're gonna take them, yeah. Here, cold water. Run them under cold water. Until they cool down. So once you've drained off the ribs, yeah, the next thing we're gonna do is like fry it. But just remember that when you fry things, especially in Chinese cooking, you don't want water involved in your frying process. You'll end up roasting yourself. So just let it drain for a little bit. Use a kitchen towel, use a couple of kitchen towels. Just let them drain for a little bit. You can leave them for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something. Remember, if you go through this process, you can have 2 or 3 days where you don't have to cook any meat dishes in your house. So anyway, just let them sit like this on a kitchen towel, let them drain, let them soak out a little bit. And in the meantime, start heating some oil on the wok. You want to get to a high heat. You want to get to a really high heat, so it's really hot. So when you put the ribs in, it's just like, because we're just going to fry them like really, really quickly. And then we're going to get into the finishing process. Okay, so once the oil's hot enough, in go the ribs here. And just fry until they're golden. There's no set time limit, but just until they're golden. All right, next. Okay, so once you've given them a little fry, over here, tip them out. So you're left with the ribs fried, kind of like that. Next, you need ginger and you need spring onion. You need a garnish as well. So from here, you can take the last part and prepare the garnish. With that sitting on your cutting board, you'll not forget to garnish the dish in the end. So we're going to take a touch of oil, the ribs, the ginger, the spring onion, put them in here. Yeah. Mix them up a little bit. And add stock. The Táng. If you don't know how to make the Táng, go back and watch the video. But anyway, so we're going to add the Táng. So you want to add, I think you want to add like about 2 cups, right? And after you add the 2 cups, we're going to take the black Chinese soy sauce, the dark Chinese soy sauce, okay? Add a decent amount, maybe 2 tablespoons. Add. You're going to take a lot of sugar. So it's like maybe 60 grams, 50, 60 grams. Okay. Add. Right. After, cooking wine. Maybe, I don't know how many mils, but that's about, if you're using a ladle like that. All right. And white pepper, a touch, and salt, a pinch. If you were using your ladle, it would be like, you'd be doing it like that. Yeah. So once you're finished doing that, turn the heat down, give it a taste. Yeah. It should taste kind of weird. Like it should taste like sweet and then not very savory, and you're like, oh, this is kind of weird. But don't worry, because that's at the end where this comes in. So I think what I've done here, I think it's probably not sweet enough. So I think I probably need to add a little bit more sugar here. So always like, just make sure that the flavor is sweet. That's what you want. And from here, you're gonna let this start to boil down until it starts becoming like a thick gravy-like sauce. Yeah. So let me try it again. Let me try it here again. Yeah. That needs some more sugar, so add a little bit more. Just make sure you have the balance of salt and sugar before you add the vinegar in the end. Like it all has to match up at the end. So keep boiling it down. As you can see, we're just boiling the sauce down and down and down. Keep just, if you don't have the wok skills to flip it, just use your ladle to pick them up and turn them over. Pick them up, turn them over. Let them rest for a bit, let the sauce boil down a little bit. So as it's boiling down, the sauce is starting to thicken and we're starting to get this blackness. You can see the blackness. You can see the blackness that we're starting to get here. There's a sauce that's starting to develop around the ribs. This is what we want. So like I said, if you don't have the wok skills, you can just turn them over. Yeah, but so we're gonna start, see how we're getting this like glazed sauce starting to come up, yeah? So when the ribs are almost finished, you need a little bit of sesame oil, you need Chinese black vinegar, and some spring onion for garnish. Okay, so we're boiled down. We have this like black syrup. We're going to turn the heat off. We're going to take our black vinegar, and I guess that's about maybe a tablespoon and a half, like 1.5. You're going to mix that in, yeah? Mix it in. Stir it around. And then after that, a touch of sesame oil. That's too much actually, just a touch. Okay. And then we're going to be ready to serve. Let me try one of these. Okay, all right, that's perfect. So next, we're gonna plate them. So you can see how they're like lovely and glazed. Yeah, and we've fused all those flavors together. And the next process we have to do is we have to cool them down. Because like we said in the beginning of this video, it's a long sai, which is like a cold dish, right? So we stack these up. Ooh. I don't want to wait. Like this. Then they go straight in the fridge, and you want to leave them in the fridge for, I don't know, up to an hour. Okay, so once you left it for like 30 minutes, anything like 30 minutes is the least amount of time, but you know, 1 hour, it doesn't matter, leave it overnight. Once you left it for a while, take them out. And the last step is just garnish. A little bit garnish. It really doesn't need anything. It's just for like aesthetics. A little bit of spring onion, a little bit of coriander, like shangsai. Doesn't matter, whatever. So that's my 糖醋排骨. Bro, you just use your hands. Just like pick them up. Oh. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, right? So that's 糖醋排骨, a fantastic summer dish that you can just share with your family. It's not that difficult. It takes a little bit of time to make it in the beginning, but it's really, really easy. And after you learn how to make it, it's no problem, like just leaving it in the fridge and sharing it with your family. So once again, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the recipes. If you are enjoying the recipes, follow us and follow the progress. There's so much more to come. There's so many more things we're going to be doing. So like, subscribe, and come follow the journey with us, because we're on a journey too. It's not just you, it's us.